I'm even more looking forward to Remo's introductions of the players.
What is that supposed to mean, Mr. Neo? In the bottom left, we have HawK. That's it, Neo. How do you like that, huh? How do you like that? And the top right, the vice champion of Germany, the Orc. In the red, it is Spyro.
Is there a title for that? Like the Meister Junior?
The Junior Meister?
The Vizemeister.
The Mini Meister? Also something?
Poor guy.
Vizemeister, yeah, that's how we say it in German. Playing the Farseer, of course, that much we knew. But guess what he's also doing? He's been watching a lot of Grubby streams, and he's fitting in the War Mill here.
Yeah. It's a very difficult style to make work as well, I find. Like, it's just so different, you know, like many orcs, they see this, they're like, oh, I'm gonna try it, and then like, it falls flat on its face. So, he must have practiced with it, he must have like paid a lot of attention to how it's executed when it's done well. And it's gonna take no less against a HawK, who by now should know pretty much how to play exactly against this. And will he buy the Forest Troll Shadow Priest? That's always the first question on this map. Because Spiral is capable of putting Blade Master on this map. In fact, it did in our match in Meisterschaft. And if you buy the Forest Troll Shadow Priest against Blade Master, it's not nearly as good.
Yeah, he's going for the pull here with the footy.
Oh,
but he got
my
slowed.
God.
Something went wrong. Uh-oh. That's
understand.
not the start you're looking for. He's actually gonna creep it. Isn't
What?
that really risky?
Yeah, I mean, against Farseer it's okay because he's gonna get the Shadow Priest, and then might he expand here? Oh my god!
He can resummon the wolves right away though. The footy is definitely gonna go down. Oh, maybe not. HawK does it pretty well. Got the last boots, not what he wanted, but yeah, more wolves are coming.
Yeah, and the first Headhunter is already on the way across the map. No tech just yet for Spiral. He didn't rush that very fast. Gonna get the Shadow Priest. Yeah, that's not a deny. So that's more experience. One more peasant is gonna fall.
Oh, nice block. Putting a little more damage on the Farseer. He does have a good amount of aggressive potential here with the wolves, but he doesn't have healing. Especially over in Asia, fast expansions have been seeing more and more play from the humans. I guess that's his only option now, right?
Yeah, I mean, teching, like, you don't have the wood for tech, that's the thing. So yeah, it feels like he needs to expand no matter what. The reason we've seen more and more expos recently is that a lot of orcs, they tech very greedily. They just tech with, you know, no barracks sometimes, or like one single grunt. And then it doesn't feel like you can punish that with aggression. So what's the opposite? Greed. Then just expand yourself, because the orc will not have enough units to prevent you from doing that very well. But HawK does tech anyway. So he just waited until he had exactly enough wood and started the tech. But his tech is gonna be a decent amount behind that of Spiral's. But Spiral's army is gonna be very, or like more effective here in the first place, thanks to those Headhunters.
Yeah, I think around a minute or so he's behind, which is not that bad. We've been seen worse, honestly. In fact, we see oftentimes a lot worse nowadays in this matchup, where the Orc will oftentimes tech very fast, but with the 2 burrow and the Headhunter build, it takes a little while to start the tech. The Farseer now coming back from the main, some heal salves, no clarities, and of course speed scroll. That item is pretty good, I heard.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not my favorite to face, I'll tell you that.
What is your favorite item to face?
Ring of Protection.
I should have guessed that.
Mercenaries. He speed scrolls actually to make sure he gets it. But HawK pulled back pretty early. Oh my god.
Oh,
Those
he's committing
Headhunters, they're going a little
hard.
bit deep.
Oh, this is not working well. You mentioned it before, this Headhunter style looks cool, but it's not necessarily so easy to pull off. If you don't know which steps to take, perhaps it can backfire. And now that's 2 Headhunters lost. And he didn't even take out one of the mercs. That is a big ouchie.
That was a YOLO speed scroll right there. Definitely didn't work out too well this time. And HawK should be feeling pretty confident now, because he's gonna get an easy level 3 here in a second. Spiral's still looking to try and be more and more aggressive. Onto the Archmage.
That is certainly still the advantage that Spiral has. He has heal salves to recover health. AM Does not. And now down to almost 100 HP only. Wants to get that item. Wants to get that last hit for level 2 perhaps. He's really close now on the Farseer. And gets it as well. Claws of attack. Not too bad. But he's going to lose another Headhunter over here.
On the other side, Torrent Chieftain already started. Oh my god, the Archmage. Wait, what? Where were the creeps awake at the expo?
Headhunters woke him up. But AM still got the last hit, a bit more experience for him. He's almost level 3, needs one more. Dude, it's such a bloodbath here. What is happening?
Yeah.
They're losing units like crazy on both sides, and the last hit is denied. That is level 3 denied, but... Okay.
Level 3 is huge. Sprout almost has Chain Lightning. He chooses to summon Wolves anyway. They're gonna get abolished. And the Farseer is gonna have to TP out, and not the Archmage, I think. Oh my god.
Oh! Oh my god.
He can just out-heal.
Oh, not even close, says HawK. Holds on to his hero. And Spiral going tier 3. This is the grubby build. Headhunters with Farseer into tier 3. Double Totem and Torrents soon.
Yeah, not the damage that he was hoping for, that's for sure. Forced to TP out, that means like you can't even afford a new Town Portal here. And now the question is, does he play more aggressive more or does he creep? And HawK with a double Sanctum. This is like the style that he played for a very long time, that he really like focused on. No Lumber Mill just yet. He's actually kind of low on Lumber, but having Archmage level 3 this early is always so nice.
It looks like Spyro's very sure of himself that he has the way faster tech, and the MK isn't close, because if the MK shows up here, it's a complete disaster for Spyro. And again, the creep route looks weird. He has to back up. He essentially wasted a lot of time. Not looking too silky smooth this year.
Yeah, upon seeing that there's the mount tanking, I like that Sparl says, okay, well, I can't contest, just gonna go creep myself. Gets the big invuln on the other sides. Yeah, these Headhunters, I fear for their life here. A lot of them are very low on hit points, or like half hit points. And they die pretty quick at this stage.
Yeah, and guess what? There's no Shaman here this time to get rid of these Watch Elementals, so they absolutely have a big impact. Boots of Frost allows on the MK. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. It's time to go to the pawn shop and get the best deal you can. Before getting rid of it. It seems like this style of Spiral is like a bluff, by the way. He just makes a bunch of Headhunters and he's like trying to pretend that he wants to get into fights, but he doesn't really want to because he will really come online when he hits tier 3. And we're looking at a perfect timing right now from HawK. Somehow he saw that there was just a few Headhunters, he saw no Shamans. He's like, okay, well, I know what you're doing. You're attacking hard for Torrents and Spirit Walker Master, I'm just gonna attack you, and there's nothing you can do at this stage because you just got few Headhunters.
Yeah, if you keep your Headhunters alive and you have a decently level cast of heroes with Farseer and TC, you can hold off against this with Stomp and Speed Skulls and whatnot, and Headhunter Focus Fire, take out the Priest especially. But if you lose these Headhunters early, we have seen it time and time again, backfires so hard, and this is really the magic of this build, the difficulty of this build. Bridging the time until tier 3, Spiral doesn't make it work, it's GG, and a clear 1-0 for HawK.
Yeah, clear and quick as well. How long was that? That was... I expected this to go way longer, way more explosive in the late game, but no, HawK just shuts down every single attempt by Spiral. Good defense, risky creep spot early, but yeah, as Todd said, pretty much a disaster for Spiral.
Yeah, he got a little too ambitious there. That speed scroll, that first speed scroll costing him 2 Headhunters. I feel like with that style, you can't afford something like that. Just everything falls apart. The wheels fall off the card, you land in the mud, it's a disaster, it's bad. It's GG.
But okay, it's not over. Spiral still alive here, and maybe he can fight back. Maybe he can make this a 2-1. Will that happen? We'll see in 3 minutes. Guys, these storylines continue, man. We're getting robbed of more games. Is it going to be the 4th 4-0 in a row? And will it finally be the end of the streak for Germany over Russia today? This next map will tell us a lot. It's 1-0 for HawK and it's match points.
So, what are we going to see this time? Spiral, he tried it with the Farseer Headhunters. Definitely a cool build if it works out in the end when you have mass Torrents with Master Training. They're just getting revived. You got the Speed Scrolls, you got the Berserkers sniping the Priest, you got the Stomps coming in. It can be glorious. It is very much a fireworks strategy, but sometimes you forget to put them in the garage. The storm is coming, the fireworks are outside, they're getting drenched by water, and nothing works out anymore. And very much so, that was a rainy game number 1 for Spiral. Never came online, and HawK always knew exactly what he had to do. That /PI14 confuses me a lot. What's he trying to do with that?
Ping.
But how is the 1 and the 4 close to the N and the G?
Maybe he has the custom key set up that way.
Yeah, I think it's like if you set up the, with W3 champions, you can do inventory hotkey. So if N and G is inventory hotkey, then they're right numbers. They're like 1 and 4, where you would place items.
Ah, okay. I guess that makes sense.
But anyway, HawK
Oh
wasn't too impressed about the Headhunter build at all so far.
True.
He definitely knew exactly how to play against it. But obviously, it was last refuge. He crept, build order-wise, this was perfect for him, right? He crept the mercenary camp, got the Troll Shadow Priest immediately. If he had done a bit more conservative build, crept a small camp first, we would have been looking at maybe a very different game.
And guess what? It's Headhunters once again, but different build this time. Way faster tech, later Headhunters. So this is more Kiwi Kaki inspired, I suppose, than Grubby. I think there lies the difference between the two Headhunter players. And HawK going for the normal green camp to start things off. Only 3 militia called. And a fast tower. What does that tell us?
Fast tower and fast tech. Or faster tech. I mean, look at his peasants. It's not like he needed 5, to be honest. We never really needed 5. We were just lazy. Now, I guess with 5 you creep it a little quicker, but... Yeah, this just looks like he wanted to get the tower as opposed to not and still be able to tech in a decent timing, and now he will be able to. But he found a ring, Remo. What does that mean?
Means the MK is gonna get +3 armors later. Oh, last hit! No, not quite. So far, the last hit game for Spiral not looking too good. 1 more required for the level 2 AM. Oh, and he gets it here. Moving across the map already. Main base is safe with the tower protecting it. Tier 2 starts now. And this time it certainly is quite the big difference, like 1.5 minutes at least. Something around there. And the AM just moving from green to green. Trying to move up to level 3.
That's not the only green he's after. He wants those dollars at the end of the tournament as well.
Oh, I thought about something else. Okay, anyways.
But yeah, Spiral with a very quick tech here. I kind of like this build better, I think. He's going to be able to just make a Torrent Chieftain very quickly. And on this map, I don't think he will need to play as aggressive as he did last game. That was really the mistake. I think he can just creep a whole bunch, get the Chieftain level 3, and then still do the same tech that he was maybe trying to go for with the Totem. It's kind of annoying, by the way, when you hear somebody set up a sentry ward here. It's like, what do? Do you send something at the lab and then take it out? It's like 50 gold.
Yeah, true. If only there was a dust in the shop, eh? Not for everyone, though.
If only you had a spell that could scan and rivet. I would have to get level 2 anyway.
So I guess it's really important here for Spiral for good reason to chase the AM, make sure he doesn't get level 3 too easy. Because as cool as and as fun as this build can be with a fast tier 3 and Torrents and so on, what it doesn't have is early Dispel. So yeah, no Shaman here. It's only going to be Walkers. Later on they will have Dispel, but not for a long time. So if you can, you want to delay level 3 AM as much as you are possibly able to do. And yeah, HawK took out the easy camps first, but now getting to the next camp, actually getting that level 3, not so easy.
He's getting defend this time. I think he was trying to go for the burrows here, but he gets intercepted. That's very fortunate for Spiral. If those footmen had sneaked past everything and then found themselves on top of the burrow here, he might have been able to find some good damage.
A player's forces are under
But now that got spotted, they were sent back a little bit. And Spiral is on notice, because he saw that happen. He's sending the headhunters home immediately. He's going to be in position to receive those footmen when they arrive. God, that Tier 2 is so fast.
Yeah, and he sees it right away. Is it not also an option? You know your opponent is going to be creeping and kind of greedy. Is it not also possible to go for a Tier 2 expansion against this?
I mean, you could, but it still feels like you need casters. Like, if you want to go for Tier 2 expand, at this stage, it's almost always better to still get the double sanctum. He gets to surround on the fast here. Wow. Really nice play by HawK here. So many things are going his way, but it's not random luck. He's just playing really well. Yeah, if you would expand on Tier 2 without any production building, then I think you're just going to be exposed to, like, not being able to do much after that. It's better to go for the double sanctum, maybe drop a lumber mill, and then in a little bit, when you're getting close to 50 supply, then you expand, because you're going to creep your second hero to level 3 easily. Ooh, that wolf almost stole the creep. It's just more solid overall.
And HawK here even seeing the natural away. That's a camp that the TC definitely wanted for himself. But now only some scraps are left. MK coming out, making it himself over to the natural. We have some militia called, maybe. Yeah, we certainly do. Gonna creep that and perhaps expand.
Yeah, it's become the standard on many maps that when the mount tanking comes out, you send it to the expo, and then you creep the expo with only the mount tanking. On this map, it's very nice because you get level 2 directly, just from this one camp, if the Archmage was to pull back entirely. And then you have the option to start the expand immediately. Look at that one peasant, what a rebel. Didn't even come as a militia. We wanted the HawK, we got Bruised Banner.
Well, he's very smart, dude. He's gonna do all the calculations now how to properly set up this expansion. It's gonna save him some gold, maybe.
Well, they still needed Tony Stark to figure out time travel. So I'm just saying.
He's gone, I think. I'm not sure. I believe that's what happened. So creeping in the middle now, another big item here. Doesn't feel like Spiral is creeping very fast though, does it? Oh my god, if he loses that item at the last oh no! Look at that! HawK's like right across the river, but actually Spiral gets it. That always feels so bad when the creep walks back on 10 HP, Blade Master shows up and says, yoink! Thank you!
Yeah, but double totem is already up now. 2 torrents are gonna start immediately. So he made 2 walkers first with adept training, and then immediately goes into 2 torrents. It's like when you expand like this, against standard this is great, but against this torrent style, you can throw everything that's standard out the window, right? Because like the orc is obviously trying to get to a good amount of walker to torrents, and I think 2 and 2 is going to be very good, and then get master training on the walker so that he can bring back the torrents. Because not right now the walkers are building up on their mana pool. Yeah, this is a bad timing for Spiral to fight. He hasn't even started Berserker upgrades. Oh my god, that's Stomp.
Defend good against the Headhunters, but doesn't help against Spirit Walkers, or the Torrents for that matter. Trying to surround the TC. That's a level soon to be 3 TC with a big heal pot, but he thinks he pulled the TP earlier. It's a good idea. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea at all. The bash comes in, almost in danger there.
Oh my god, he saved him.
Still.
He should have just targeted him, forced the greater healing, and then maybe finish him. He saved him by
HawK is losing way too much! Next stomp! Oh, HawK! No, no, no. This was not the play. Trying to get that TC desperately. Okay, he's gonna get him in the end. But was it worth it? Why does Spiral only have 1 speed scroll, by the way? That seems like a mistake. But okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna do the Grubby build, you need to stack those up. Spirit Walker taking a lot of damage. And now the disenchant goes off. Sorceress is gonna try to reach for that Spirit Walker. They would actually get it if he did targets. Oh my god, the fast here. There's a Stormbolt!
Oh! Slow perhaps? Is there one? I don't believe so! But there's another Wand of the Wind that might be his end. Can he position himself? 1 bash and he's dead. There it is! Perhaps he didn't even need it. And that's both heroes hitting the deck. Only Torrents are left. Torrents and Walkers. Man, I thought so certainly HawK was overextending over there, but no, actually, well, he was fine. He was totally fine.
It's crazy. Sometimes you see orcs do this style, and they just, like we saw Grubby being very successful against Blade in the WC3 Champions Tournament, and then HawK, he practices on neties, he shows up here, DreamHack, Fall Europe, and he's having his way entirely against Spiral. He's like, what meta? These Europeans are really far behind on the meta right now. And he just crushes through both maps.
Well,